Hey, welcome my YouTube friends. I am Vanessa Peter with Scrapping It Up, and today is at the class where I'm going to show you how to put this all together. Okay, so there's going to be a lot of information. Always you can hit the stop button and rewind it. You can always go to the playlist on my channel and go back and look at the videos. There's a lot of videos for this. There's a lot of classes, but you can purchase the tutorial if you would like, and it will have 8.5 by 11 in there as well. Okay, so this is where we're going to put this all together. Now, I will warn you, this is my second time recording this, so I do have two done, and I made a mistake. And so I'm going to fix it right here with you guys to show you that if this happens to you and how to fix it, okay? Because I forgot one important aspect of it and it makes all the difference in the world, okay? So the first thing I want you to do is you're going to put these in order, okay? You're going to put them in order, and this is why I said it's make sure you mark them as set-wise, okay? So you know. The right side is always the bottom. And the left side is the top. Okay. Yeah, because when we hook this, oh, just a second. Now I've got myself confused. Did I have, yeah, I have it going this way. Okay. So I'm folding it in. Okay. And you want to make sure you have them right side up. Okay. That's very, very important. So I'm putting these two together. Okay, now I have my set 11. I want this to be on the bottom and this to be here. And I'm just going to continue this. There's set 10. Okay, and that goes inside. Then we've got set 9. And this one here can go either. No, it can't go or. It has to go out. It has to flip out like this because of the rings. Okay, so I'm going to put this one here. Set 8, that one's on the bottom. Then this one. I think I pretty well have it. Okay, so that one. Then this one. That one goes bottom. Then top. Okay, then that one. That one. That one. Then that one. Okay, so that one's the bottom one. This one's the top one. That's our set. That is very heavy. Okay, then this one. And here's where I started. Let me show you. My holes do not match up. Now, you want to know why? It is because, oops. Oh, I see. Okay. Because when you make your holes, so this one, so one of these is goofed up, okay? Because the holes do not line up. And what happens is when you make your page attachments, you have to mark which one's front and bottom. Because if you don't have the exact same from top to bottom, and you happen to switch one around, it's going to be opposite. And that's what happened to me. So I'm going to show you how to fix that if that would happen to you too. But hopefully you go by my instructions here and it won't happen to you. Okay, so I'll fix it. I won't fix it right now, but once we get done, I will fix it. Okay. So you got all your pages. Here's our cover page. Okay. So first, I'm going to set these aside for a second. We need to prepare these. Okay. You have these and you have these. Okay. This is what our pages will attach to. Now, you can use cardstock for this. I have used Craftex, and I love using Craftex for this. Now, if you use Craftex, you're only going to do 2 inches instead of 4 inches. See, these are 4. We fold them in half. Craftex, you do not have to do that. You just cut yours 2 inches, put your holes in it, and glue your pages to it. Okay? But, and I will put the measurements if you inside the project folder. I will have a deal how to put this all together and the measurements inside there for you. If you purchase the tutorial, it will be inside there. Okay, but you can use Craftex, and I love it. It is so sturdy. And I will put the link down below for where you can go purchase the Craftex on an Amazon. It is an Amazon link, and I do earn a small commission if you go through my link. You can order anything you want. You don't pay nothing more extra for it, but it does help support my channel. Okay, so what these here, you're cutting at 4 by 12, 4 by 12. Okay, and then you're putting them in your scoreboard. Here I saved 2 to show you. Okay, in your scoreboard, and you're going to score at 1 1/4, 1 1/4, at 2, 2 3/4. All right. So you're scoring at 1 1/4, and these are 4 by 12. You're going to score at 2, and I think that, and 2 3/4. Okay. Now, the pieces that are 1 1/2 inch, you're just going to score at 3/4. Okay. 1 1/2 inch. All right. And that's it. And I will tell you, you need a lot of these. You need 24 of them, I believe. You may even need, might be 26. I can't remember. Each page gets 2. All right. So what you're going to do is you're going to fold it right in half. You're not going to fold on these other 2 score lines. All those score lines are there for is a guideline for you. That's where you put your page onto. Okay, that's all that is. Do not fold on those other 2 lines. All that is a guideline. Okay, so we're going to put those aside. These here, you just fold towards the bumpy side right in half. That's it. And these are just page reinforcers. Okay, that's all these are. And we will be cutting these down. I just can't remember what the, right offhand, what it is. And it all depends too. If you use Craftex, it's going to be a different measurement. Well, it'll be about the same. Never mind. Okay, so there's all those. Here's these. And I may have to make some more. What have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I may have, what's this one? I think that's my goofed up one. Okay, now, get your binder. If your binder doesn't have any page protectors in it, this is how you do this. You get your binder. Just cut you a piece of cardstock. Okay, just cut you a piece of cardstock. and I center my cardstock in between, center it with your album, okay? And then what you can do, that's not my pencil. This is. You're just going to make a little circle, get your cardstock, get it centered right up against your rings, and about 1/4 of an inch, you're just going to make a circle. Okay, you're going to draw it right out from your ring, okay? Make you a little circle. Then I believe it's about 1/4 of an inch. Yeah, same as 1/4 of an inch from this edge is where you're going to punch your holes, okay? So you can mark where your 1/4 inch is, draw a slight line, and then punch your holes. That gets you your template. Okay, that's how I do my template. And then I always open up my rings and make sure that it wiggles. Okay, and I make sure that it's pretty well centered. Mine's a little bit shorter, but that ain't gonna matter to me. Make sure they wiggle. Make sure that you don't have one that's really, really tight, and then these are all towards the other end. You want to make sure that it kind of wiggles in here. All right. So once you got your template, so that's how, and guys, if you have any questions, please put them in the comments below, and I will answer any question that you have. Okay, or try to. Okay, I'm not an expert. Yes, this is something that I came up with. And I will try to answer you the best that I can. Okay. I've been doing these interactive pages inside these binders for at least a couple of years now. Okay, so now you have your template. My recommendation, and please do this, guys, put front and put bottom, because you may not have the same space between here and here. And if that would happen to get turned around where that's, up here, then your holes are not going to match. That's what happened to me. And I had forgotten that little aspect because it's happened to me in the past, and you would have thought I would have remembered it, and I didn't. Okay, so now we have our template. So now what you're going to do is grab your pieces, okay, front and bottom, or front, however you want to mark it, so you do not get it mixed up. Now I just line this up with my piece, draw my circle, and I put front right here. I just put an F. Okay, I just put an F, and I know that is my front, and that is going to be at the bottom. So that way, when I put these on to my pages, I know that best better be down here, or I'm going to be screwed up. Okay, so I'm going to do my other one. And this doesn't matter if this doesn't line up. Okay, that doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is this right here. Okay, so I'm just going to lay this down on here. And I'll tell you what, these interactive scrapbook albums, I mean, they're a labor of love. I mean, there's a lot that goes into making one of these. And I know some of you looked at the price of my tutorial and, shied away and ran. But there is a lot of work putting into one of these albums. A lot of work. Okay, so now I have my other ones. And I'm just going to check and make sure these other ones that I have. I'm just going to double check. So I did this. I kind of got it ready earlier, and I just want to see. That doesn't quite. What did I do? Yeah, the middle one is a little bit. Surely I didn't flip. No, I didn't flip it over because that's way off. I know these two are right. Let's check this one. See? Why are those a little bit off? Did I use a different template? No, I could not have. What's this one? See, that one's way off. That was my way off one. All right. So I know that, see, and I didn't put my front on there. That was dumb. Yes, front and bottom. And I could have done my circles because I did have it off the very first time I'd done this. So I'm just going to do them all this way. Okay, line it up. I'm just going to make my circles heavy. There. Make sure my F is down at the bottom. And this part here, I would really advise you just do this part all at once so you know exactly where you're at instead of doing like what I just done. Okay, so now I get my hole puncher and I punch my holes. Oh, I should have had some of my reinforcements inked up. That's all right. Because I will be putting my hole reinforcements on this. These, but I don't have any of them inked up. But I can put those on later. And you can put tie back in between this too. Totally up to you. I would do the tie back first inside and then punch your holes. Okay. Now, if you use tie back inside of here, it's going to be just a hair under 2. Well, you don't want your tie back to be 12 inches. You want it to be less. Okay. You don't want that tie back showing at the ends. So I'd go like 11 3/4, and you don't even have to do the full 2 inches here. You know, if you just did 1 inch, you know, you get you through the whole area. Okay, but I have put tie back in between these. Okay, so it's totally up to you, however you want to do this. All right. So now we got those ready. All right. And I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I got 6, 7. I bet I'm going to need more. All right. Okay, so now these here, you're just folding those in half. So these here, what I do, I just use my glue and glue it shut. Okay. Come on. Okay, just glue them shut. Okay, that's all you're doing. Now, if you had your tie back, you would put glue on here and then put your tie back. And then glue the other side. But you can use tie back. It's totally up, totally up to you. I don't remember which set I used tie-back in. I think it was the interactive Christmas ones I done tie-back. Okay. And I won't do every page. I'll get you going on this. And then I will finish the rest of it off camera. You guys don't want to sit here and watch me do all of this. Okay, I'll glue one more just to be... I don't know how many I'll show you. I'm also just glue the last one. All right. All right. Now, before I get these going, I want to check to see which one I have wrong. I can't remember which one it is. I believe it's probably that one. See, that one's just a little bit different. Yeah, that really makes me mad. Because they hang different. Because you put your holes and see that they hang different. Yeah, it's the very first one that's really off. That one's just a hair different, but I'm not going to worry about it. Yeah, that is a little bit different. Maybe I should just redo both of those to match. We'll see. But I know it's the first one. The first one is really bad. All right. So now we have those. So now what you're going to do, I don't know how to do this. Just a second. Okay, so this one goes here. Okay, we know that. I'm just going to set this one kind of over here so we have plenty of room. There's my set. Okay, there's my set. That goes with this one. It's right side up. So I'm going to grab one of make sure my F here is at the bottom. I'm making sure my page fits. Yeah, I may just wind up doing both of those. Yeah. We'll see. Okay. So now what we're going to do, we're going to glue this page to this side. You're just going to glue up to your line. You don't want to get too crazy on your glue. Now I'm staying a little bit away from that score line. That score line, all it is a placement. Now I'm just going to glue this right on top, just right beside that score line. And I can't see my score line. Jeez Louise. Make sure your page is at top to bottom. Maybe I can see it a little bit better this way. Okay. Glue her down. And I'm just going to flip it over just so I don't get glue everywhere. All right. So there's that. Okay. Now I'm going to flip it over just like I'm flipping it through my book. Okay. So here is my next. So I'm going to flip it just like my book. this is my next page that goes on the back side. Because see, here is your page that goes over here. All right. So I'm going to put this back right over here where it needs. Oops, I had an extra piece. Okay. So this is what's going to be, and this is why this one got pretty heavy. I should have never done this much on this side, because this is, and I'm glad this one is thin, because this is a thick one. Okay, so now I'm just going to kind of check and see how well it should pretty well line up with the other page. Okay, so now I'm just going to open it. I'm going to just take it off for a minute. We're going to add these page reinforcements. And I would highly recommend these because it strengthens your page. Now I'm going to go ahead and cut mine. I'm lining it up to where it meets this piece here, and I'm just going to cut it. Okay, I'm just going to cut it. So about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, probably 10 and 5/8. I think that's what I. Now I'm going to put my straight edge over here. Okay, it's just a little shy short. That's all right. It doesn't have to quite meet up, but you want it to come clear to this end. Okay, you want it to come clear to this end. All right. So now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to run a bead of glue just to shut this up. Okay. Now I'm going to run my glue here. Okay. I'm going to line it up with the edge, just a hair where I can just see the black. I don't want it clear to the edge. I don't want to see that. So just, and clear to the bottom. Okay. Make sure you get clear to the bottom. Okay. Now you're going to do the same thing with your next one. This helps strengthen the page. It gives it stability. And I know this is a lot of work. But we want our albums to last. I mean, especially when we're making an album like this. Oh my word. You want it to last. Okay. So I'm just going to gauge it. Okay. Now I'm going to stick her down. I know my head's going to get in the way. Oh, it's too late. I had the wrong edge. That's all right. All right. So now we can stick this down. Okay. Now, if you moved this and flipped it over, I would suggest you look to make sure it is still right side up. Okay. So this now is going to stick here. So now what I do is I glue everything. And I'm going to stick my glue. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to flip this way, guys, so I can see my line. Okay, there it is there, and there it is there. Make sure you're all lined up. Stick her down. Now you may have to open it up. Okay. All right. All right. So now I'm going to put this right here. I'm going to grab my next page. I'm making sure it's all still right side up. I'm going to grab another one of my pieces. Make sure my F is at the bottom. And I'm going to glue it. In fact, I could just stick my score line just right there on that line on my grid. There we go. That worked. Yep, that did work. Okay, now I'm going to flip it over. I'm going to stay right side. Give this a good burnish. Okay, so now my page reinforcement. Yeah, must not be scored right. Oh well, that's all right. That don't hurt nothing. Oh, I should have cut it first. I was dumb. So now I'm going to stick it here. I'm going to stick it at this end. Now you got to be careful because this one has a gusset on it. So make sure that you're just going to that score line, that you're not going into that gusset area. Yeah, this set 3, I should have made new ones. I got a little crazy on that one. Especially now, if we were just doing 4 sets, we'd be okay. We done all year long, and I still don't know if we're going to. I don't think we're going to get this all in one album. Be careful that gusset, guys. Really watch that. Make sure you get this down at the bottom because that helps support your page. Okay, now we're going to put one at top. And you're just going to keep continuing this until you get them all attached. And truly, it is a labor of love with one of these albums. Now, if you use like heavier cardstock for your base page, let's say you, of course, yeah, you can get 110-pound cardstock. You might get by with not using these. Okay, I use 65 pounds, so I feel they really need, oh, I gotta trim this. Okay, my head, I don't want to be moving these around because I'm so afraid I will get one upside down. So I apologize for my head getting in the way. I don't want to be moving them around because I know me. I will get it upside down. Remember your gusset. You have a gusset here. That's why you see that black right there. Okay, there's a gusset. So do not attach that to your gusset. All right, so now my next page in my album is this page. Okay, this is set 4 on the left hand side. So now this is going to go right on top of here. Okay, and it's right side up. I think it was supposed to go this way. It could go either or. I'm sending mine this way. Here's our other set that goes over here. Okay. Yeah, it was supposed to be. Yeah, because you have your bigger part over here of your belly band. Okay, so now I'm just going to I'm just setting it here just to make sure everything's still kosher. And it is. So I'm just going to slide it right over here. I didn't move this. Make sure that's right side up. Okay. Now I'm going to glue. Crap. Don't want to do that. Okay, now. And just a thin layer here. I don't want to do too much. Sometimes you can get too much glue. Okay, so I'm just going to set this down right on my line. I worry about my line, and I looked at it, and it looked like it was fine. Oh, no, done a test run on it. There we go. Okay, I'm going to take this photomask out for a minute. Just want to be careful because you can mess something up on the other side. Okay, you just want to be careful. Okay, so that went there. Now, let me take that piece. Belly band's here, and then we have the black belly band. Should have went almost opposite on that. Oh well. All right, so now I'm moving that. Oops, moving that over here. Bring over your next piece. I'm right side up. Grab you another one of your things. Make sure your F is down here at the bottom. Okay, very important. And I'm just gonna make sure she fits. All right, so I'm gonna glue it. Just make sure you got that F down there at the bottom. Okay. I'm gonna put this on my grid on my board. So I really don't want to be. Okay, there we go. Okay, now I'm just going to flip it over like that. Get her stuck down. All right. Now I'm going to get 2 more of these. I'm going to go ahead and cut these before I do anything. Going to use my other piece. It should be about 10 5/8. Okay, I'm not going to go glue clear to the end. And you could always glue it on first and then glue it, which we could do that. And then that way, just glue it at the bottom. Make sure you do not go over, just to the bottom. And then we can put our glue, and then that way we're pressing down all at the same time. Okay. But this is how you do it. Now, if you had craft text, I should have done my straight end on my other end. That's all right. Sorry, my head's getting in the way. Your craft text is going to come at the same spot because you're going to cut your craft text at 2 inches instead of 4. Okay. So these are still going to be your 10 and oh, I should have done this. That was dumb. And if you forget to glue the inside, it's okay because I've done that before. I've done a whole set that way. I was like, I don't think I'd glued. All right. So now I'm going to grab my other set. And it's just like, I got to glue that on. I just can't forget that. I haven't done that yet. So I'm just going to set it here. Check it. Make sure. Seems like I got a lot more room. Yep. Maybe it's, yeah. What's the deal here? That's right. But that ain't, somehow I'm off on my, huh? Why is that so off? What did I do? Let me put my page back over there. What is going on? Or is it just, well, no, because you line this up on my grid. There's a difference between here and here. Maybe my score line was crooked. Wow. Well, I'm right on by, huh? That is weird. Huh. Wow. Okay. So flipping it over here. Sorry. A lot can happen. But yeah, I do have, and I don't know why it's coming out that way, but it is. That's weird. Okay, so now I'm just going to flip this over and I'm going to get my glue on here. Oh, you ding dong. You don't go that far. That was close. All right, flip it over. I'm going to make sure. Okay. Now, I will tell you, you can, if you get one that you don't like, guess what? Well, cover it up, and I'll show you how I'm going to fix that one. Don't, if you cut it off, then you don't have no way of getting that back on there. Okay, whoa. That was close. Be careful of all your embellishments. You don't want to... Yeah, see, I may cover that one up. I don't know what happened to that one. That's crazy pants. And it may not even make a difference. I don't know. All right. So now I'm going to scoot that one over. Here's my corresponding page. Scoot that over. Grab me another one of my things. Three quarters. Okay, so I'm going to check it. That looks good. Okay, put my glue. Make sure your F is down at the bottom. All right. Okay, now I'm going to flip it over just like it was in my book. And if you got any extra sticking over, just trim it off because you don't want to see that. Okay. Let's get 2 of these. But like I said, if you used heavier cardstock for your base, you may get by with not doing these page attachments or these page reinforcements. I don't know. Even if I did use 110, I think I would probably still do this. I think I would still be doing this. All right. Get our other one on. I want my straight edge. My crooked edge can go on this side. Before I put this down, I'm just going to glue the inside. Glue it all at once. That's smart. See, it takes me a few times. Ugh. Just right along that edge. Okay. We'll get this one glued and then I'll show you how to fix, because you guys have seen enough of this. I just want to make sure you guys got the legit of this, and which showing you once is probably enough. All right, so my next page is this page, set 6. Okay, make sure I'm right side up. Okay, and I'm just going to double check she's all nice and kosher. All right, so I'm just going to flip it over, get my glue on. flip it back, stick it in. And sometimes you got to kind of work it, and if you have a little extra hanging over, just trim it off. I mean, not on your page, but on, you know, on this here. That one almost looks like the same. And it could be that set too. Maybe I didn't square off my paper, which is very possible. Because paper is getting to where it's not straight anymore. I don't have that piece of paper down either. All right. So I think that's good. All right. So I'm going to set these aside just like this. Now that one, I'm a little afraid of that one. So we'll see. Okay, there's my pile. And then my other pile. And we need, okay. So what I do is my other two that needed fixing. That's set 12. Are they down here? They might be down here. Yeah. Okay, so these here, I'm picking out the ones that we done during class. Okay, so there's those. All right. So now how you're going to fix this is you can cut, I think it's 1.5 inches. Let me get a piece of the, do I have a piece? Let me see if I can find a piece of scrap. Maybe I don't have any. That one. Nope. Yeah, is that 12? Oh, it's a little shy short. All right. I'll just get me a piece of, cut it at 1.5 inches, because 3/4 and 3/4. So 3/4, yeah, 1.5 inches. So cut it at 1.5 inches. Make sure your paper is straight. And that could be something too. Maybe I got goofed up. This paper is getting to where it's not straight anymore. You gotta watch it. Okay, now I'm going to score this right down the middle at 3/4. Okay. You're going to fold it in half. Oh, let me get my glue pen. Fold it in half. And make sure that, give her a good burnish. Now what I'm going to do, let's see, which one did I really need to fix? I think it was this one. So I'm going to set this one aside. This is the one I really need to fix. And yeah. See, that end goes fine. Of course, our cover page is going to go here. So I'm not sure how well that covers. But yeah, we got our cover page yet to put on. Because see, this is the front of our album. Okay. So I may put my short side on the back side because I can always maybe fix that. Yeah, see that? Short. Let's flip it over, see if she's short. See, it's not short at the top, but it is here at the bottom. Where's my ruler? That one's at 3 inch, 3/4. This one's a hair. You know what might be better? Because I thought we could do it this way, but what might be better is just cut a strip and put on there. You know what? Let's try that. I'm going to cut it at 3/4. Let's see what happens. Because I want to show you how to fix it. Because I know if I done it, I know, you know, there may be somebody out there else that may do it too. And I think that's what. And then you could take your template, line it up. Yeah, see. Well, you'd have to flip it over on the, yeah, like that, and then do it. Okay, I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it. Okay, so I'm going to put my piece here. Okay, I flipped it over to the back side. Here, it's normally we would have done it that way, but I'm flipping it over to the back side. Line it up with everything. Oops, I moved it. Okay. Then I'm going to get my hole punch. Did I put that back? Yep, I did. Oh, need to mark which one is bottom or bottom front. Okay. So I'm just going to lightly mark front and then I can erase it. Okay. I can erase that. And then you're probably just going to have to punch through it again. The back side, you can fully just put it on there. Okay, so I'm just making sure my holes all still, yep, they do. Okay, I'm going to glue this on. And I know this will make this one thicker, but that's all right. I'm just going to butt it up right up against my page. All right. So my other piece on the back side is going to be 3/4. Which side did I cut from? Cut from both sides, haven't I? 3/4. See, that side's not straight. Okay, so now I'm just going to flip it over. And then my page should just lean right, when I put my cover page, it should just lean right up against this piece that we're adding. So I'm going to go ahead, glue her down. And hopefully my punch will punch through all this. If not, I'll get my heavy duty one out. It'll be a-okay. Either way, I will get holes in it. All right, now flip it over. Yeah, see, I don't know. Oh, man, I might get it. Ah, got it. Come on. All right, let me get these out of here just in case I had a little bit of glue and I didn't want them getting glued in there. Whew. Now it should be fixed. Yay. So this is the first one. This is the, yeah, like this. So let's get our binder out. All right, I'm going to flip them backwards. All right. I gotta get my hole reinforcements on there too. That was a good thing that this page was a lighter page, because that would have really been pretty heavy. This page is pretty heavy as well. I think it'll be okay. There's that. This is our cover page. So there's that. And you flip it, there's your next page. Oops, I'm not even in camera. Your next page. Loving it. And I'm so glad that we put craft, started doing craft in this. So next page. See, that being a little bit wider, it doesn't hurt a thing. Doesn't hurt a thing. And a lot of times when I flip my pages, and this is why we got a lot of this stuff here, but a lot of times when I flip my pages, I put my hand here to kind of help guide. Oh, love it. Love it. Yeah, you can tell that one page is a lot thicker. You can tell that. So I really don't think you're going to be able to put all these pages in one binder. I suppose you might. It all depends. You know, if you do more journaling, you know, and fewer pictures, I don't know. But I will, as soon as I get them all bound and everything, I'll be able to tell you, because I mean, it's going to be pushing up over your rings, and I don't think you want that, because it will start to bow everything. So You may have to pick and choose which pages you want. Maybe just do 6 pages or 8 pages. It depends on, how many pictures you're putting in here. Maybe you're going to do more journaling than, a lot of journaling. So you may have to make this may make 2 albums, guys. Because here's, how many pages do we got right here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And see that one. Which one did we fix? We fixed this. I may fix this one too, because it's sitting a lot lower or a lot higher than the rest of the pages. How many pages? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 pages in here. Whew. And we're going to have to put a stopper on this. We're going to have to put a stopper or do something, because this falls out here at the bottom, and I don't like that. To me, that's messy. That's messy. So we need to fix that. Okay, let's see what we got here. See? Let me get this to where you guys can see it. Yeah, see how much higher that one sits? You can't see it. It sits at least a good 1/8 of an inch, maybe a little bit more, 1/8 of an inch. So I'm going to fix that other one too. But yeah, for me, 6 pages. When I have been doing these all along, usually I do 4 pages. I have done 6 pages, but usually I do not do no more than 6 pages. Okay, so you may have to put these, unless you find a bigger ring binder. Okay, mine's We Are Memory Keepers. So if you find a bigger binder, you'll be okay. Or just make 2 albums. Okay, but yeah. Oh, love it. Love it. So I will get the rest of these bound together, and then I'll come back. We'll do a cover page, and then I will do a few photo mats with you with the scraps and stuff. And yeah, then we'll call her done. Yeah. Pretty awesome, guys. Let me know what you think down below. Yeah, I love this. I love these, and it can hold a lot of pictures. Now, if you use all 12 pages, you're probably going to be pushing her. I should have never, ever done the 12 pages, but you can make 2 albums, okay? Or pick and choose which pages you like the best, okay? So, yeah, all right. Thanks for hanging out with me. Like I said, if you guys have any questions, please ask questions down below, and I will answer your question the best that I can. Hopefully this helped you. I hope that you want to learn how to make these, because these are awesome. Instead of having 7 creative memory binders on a shelf, you've got 1. Okay. Or maybe even 5 or 6 big binders, of creative memories sitting on a shelf. That takes all those 6 binders and puts it in 1. Yes, these are not in page sleeves. If they were in page sleeves, they wouldn't be interactive. Now, I have done an 8.5 by 11 where you have paper come over, paper come over, paper come over. I may try and do that for this one as well. It comes over and at least helps protect everything when it's on a shelf. Okay. So in the next class, I will show you that. And then if you guys want to learn how to do it, I can show you how to do that as well. Okay. All right. Thanks for hanging out with me. I greatly appreciate it. Hopefully you want to learn how to make this. And yeah. So as always, keep scrapping. Bye-bye.